Hi heaven ho, this is LIS and today I will be showcasing another underrated masterpiece for my YNTST series known as Hero Fighter. Hero Fighter is an arcade beat-em-up game developed by Marty Wong where it is set in a medieval power fantasy. In it, you start the game with 3 starter characters: Lucas the swordsman, Sean the ranger, and Drew the wrestler, where this is the introduction to the game's story. The story to this game is pretty wide. In fact, there is no definitive end to the story yet, as the game is still in development. So let's begin the story. I will do my best in summarizing the current story via its main plot as short as possible, as there is arguably a lot of content to absorb in the game's single-player campaign. 15 years before the main plot, a popular hero known as Lincoln borrowed the Sword of Heroes and used its power against the Demon King, the supposed head honcho of the Phoenix Kingdom. The 3 sages came to support Lincoln by putting their energy into the sword for the purpose of containing the Demon King. They achieved their goal, but the heavy cost is their lives in the process. Later on, an assassination attempt by the Phoenix was made to kill Lincoln, which was successfully achieved. A truce was signed by the Dragon Empire and the Phoenix Kingdom, but unfortunately, it failed and the Phoenix refused it, thus attacked the Dragon Empire. This is the beginning of our 3 starter heroes' adventures to surviving the battles, finding friends and possibly frenemies in the process, as well as exacting justice against the antagonists of the Phoenix Kingdom, and to finally stop the upcoming chaos, which is the Coronation Wars. The way this game is played is, think of it as old school Dynasty Warriors, as many mechanics like commanding an army of able bodies and officers, aka fellow hero fighters, to battle, and knowing alongside understanding the uniqueness of each of the dozens of main hero fighter characters in terms of their gameplay gimmicks. It has the complete features in an arcade combat system with basic attacks, special supers, guard to deflect attacks, dash dodging, and many more. The game's level designs are set in a 2D isometric point of view that gives a dungeon fighter online feel to it to fit the Dynasty Warriors army mechanics. The controls are pretty straightforward, and doing the moves of each of the characters are fairly simple to execute. Characters can use mounts like horses and the dinosaur? Okay, moving on. Some objects like boulders and wooden logs can be used as a weapon to deal stronger damage to enemies. Some flashy zoning-oriented moves like dashing are pretty neat as well. There is a large variety of sub-characters in the army, like infantry swordsmen, archers, thieves, barbarians, mages, spearmen, executioners, dinosaurs, and many more. There is also multiplayer where it also includes the story mode. Yup, if you are struggling at a certain point in the story campaign, fear not, as players can help you get through it in a jiffy. It has the complete set of game modes to appeal to all types of players. 1v1 and team vs team PvP for the competitive PvP players, and team vs waves of enemies for the PvE players. The game is amazingly still alive and doing well. Yep, the dedicated, passionate audience may be small, but their love for the game has made a massive change, which is why the developer still has the drive to make new content for it. There is a monetization scheme besides kind donations wherein a player's account can be upgraded to premium, where you unlock extra content. But the hard-hitting question is it pay to win? My answer is no, in my opinion, as the main content like the arcade modes and story modes are all accessible to anybody, and the only paywall content are additional characters relating to the story, like the powerful ones like Livermore and Demon King. So make of that what you will. In my pros and cons, I will be summarizing it all in a list. So here goes. Pros: original and well-made art style, fantastic and fluid combat gameplay, responsive and interactive AI mechanics, decently fleshed out story, friendly and passionate community, and well-polished, free of almost all bugs. Cons: extremely staggered updates, limited sustainable content, and unbalanced characters. My final outcome for Hero Fighter is definitely a 9 out of 10. A well-made masterpiece that will surely grab the interest of the beat-em-up fans and the fighting game fans. I recommend you check this game out. Trust me, it is definitely worth it. Alright, this has been my YNTST episode featuring a very fun beat-em-up hero fighter. If you like what you see, please leave a like and join the High Heaven Hunters by subscribing. See you later and stay up!